to the river and get some more popcorn for me, son? Can you do that for me, son? Can you do that for me, son? Just run down to the river. But Daddy, it doesn't make sense what you are telling me. You don't know. Feel you too innocent or too stupid or something. Why run down to the river when the popcorn's in the kitchen? Why run down to the river at all? Because you need to go get popcorn from the river, because that is the only place they spawn. But Daddy, that doesn't make any sense. You're talking like we are in a video game or something. No, son, you're just too stupid to understand what I am trying to say. I'm speaking in a code. But Daddy, if it's in a code, then how will I ever understand if you never even teach me the code? But I'm teaching you the code right now. That's what you have to understand. Stop questioning me, and then you will finally just understand everything. But you have to want to understand everything. I can teach you everything that you need to know. So the how come? No. But the wicked? No. But the air? No. But the winning? No. But the winning? No. But the winning? No. But the winning? No. And then if I know, you never answer any of my questions. You never answer me, Daddy. You never answer my questions. It's like you're not even there. But I told you, but why do you even need to care? Did you forget that I said while you were sitting in that chair that you will get every answer that you need? Not every answer that you want to know, not every answer that you want. I gave you all the answers that you need to know. That not every answer that you want to know the answer to. Trust me, I know, because I know the answer to the question that you're asking me. So because I did not give you the answer back, then that should let you know that you do not want to know the answer to the question that you asked me. I know, because I know the answer to that question. That is why when I did not answer back, it was my answer that you should know that you do not want to know the answer to the question that you asked me, because I know the answer to the question, and that is why I did not answer back, and that is why I did not answer back. And you should have known that you didn't need that answer if I didn't proceed to go and tell you the answer right back. Maybe that is why you believe, because I showed you that I am not just a genie. Maybe that is why you believe, because I showed you that I am not just a myth. Maybe that is why you believe, because I proved myself to you in a way that was only to your high standards. That was only to your high standards. But then when you finally do believe, then you will see that just because you think that your standards were high, it doesn't mean that they were high to me. So this other person who does believe, maybe they had even higher standards than you do. How would you know? Because you do not know what's in the brain. Maybe they had higher standards than you do. Maybe they told you testimonies and you said they were delusional. Maybe they told you about miracles. Maybe that you just didn't believe. Maybe they told you about miracles. Maybe they told you about grand things. Maybe they told you about teleportation and magic and all kinds of grand things. Maybe they mentioned a unicorn or some kind of mythical animal. Who knows anything in this wacky world is possible? Who knows anything in this wacky world is possible? But what you do know is that now that you have found Jesus for yourself, now you will know that other people might have higher standards than you. So while you were judging them on their standards, they were laughing at you. And that is why an atheist is an insult. And that is why atheist is an insult. And that is why atheist is an insult. And that is why we don't like that word. And that is why we don't like that word. And that is why we don't like that word. And that is why we don't like that word. And that is why we don't like that word. And that is why we don't like that word. Atheist is an insult. Atheist is an insult. We do not like that word. Atheist is an insult, and I already explained. That is why we do not like that word. That is why we do not like that word. That is why we do not like that word. Listen again. Listen again and figure out why we do not like that word.